Hey, good morning, friends. It's Miss Laura at Bartlesville Public Library here for our weekly story time. Today I'm going to read about animals, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. We're going to start with a fun story. Well, kind of fun. It involves a toothache. This was written by Barbara Williams and illustrated by Doug Cushman. Albert's Impossible Toothache. One morning, Albert Turtle complained that he had a toothache. Who ever heard of a turtle with a toothache? Said Albert's sister, Mary Bell. Just the same, Albert was sure he had a toothache and needed to stay in bed. See, said Albert's father, pointing to his own toothless mouth. I don't have a toothache, and Homer doesn't have a toothache, and Mary Bell doesn't have a toothache, and your mother doesn't have a toothache. It's impossible for anyone in our family to have a toothache. You never believe me, said Albert. I'd believe you if you told the truth, said Albert's father. You believed Homer when he said he didn't break the window, Albert reminded his father. Do you know why it's impossible for turtles to have a toothache? They don't have any teeth. I'm worried about Albert, said Albert's mother at breakfast. You should be worried about a boy who doesn't tell the truth, said Albert's father as he left for work. Albert just doesn't want to eat his black ants, said Mary Bell. If I had a toothache, I'd still want to eat my black ants, announced Homer. Come eat your black ants, Albert, called his mother, but Albert just moaned softly from the bedroom. Albert's mother kissed Homer and Mary Bell goodbye and sat down in her worrying chair. She worried and worried. Then she had an idea. Look, she said to Albert, I have fixed you a special breakfast of all your favorite things. Dandelion leaves garnished with blackberries, a fat slug, and half a juicy earthworm. I can't eat anything, said Albert. I have a toothache. Of course you don't have a toothache, said his mother. You never believe me, said Albert. I'd believe you if you told the truth, said Albert's mother. You believed Dad when he said he caught a 7-pound trout, Albert reminded her. Well, Albert's mother took the tray back to the kitchen and went outside to her worrying swing on the porch. She worried and worried. Then she had another idea. Come play catch with me, she said. You can teach me how to throw a knuckleball. I can't teach you how to throw a knuckleball, said Albert. I have a toothache. You just think you have a toothache, said Albert's mother. You never believe me, whined Albert. You believed Mary Bell when she said she was the only girl in her class who couldn't go to a birthday sleepover on a school night. Albert's mother put the ball and glove away and went outside to her worrying rock in the sun. She worried and worried. Then she had a new idea. Look, Albert, I brought the family album to show you the pictures we took in Disneyland. Sit up, Albert. I can't sit up, said Albert. Why don't you ever believe me? Albert's mother put the family album away and went into the living room to lie down on her worrying sofa. She worried and worried. She was still worrying when Mary Bell and Homer came home. How's Albert? Asked Mary Bell. He still says he has a toothache, said Albert's mother. He just didn't want to fight Dilworth Dunlap, explained Mary Bell. He was waiting for Albert after school. If I had a toothache, I'd still fight Dilworth Dunlap, announced Homer. Is that son of ours still playing possum? Albert's father asked when he got home from work. Yes, said Albert's mother. I wish that he would remember he's a turtle. He just knew we were having cricket legs for dinner, said Mary Bell. I don't want any cricket legs either, said Homer. After dinner, Grandmother Turtle came over with gummy worms for all the children. Can I have Albert's? Asked Mary Bell. He won't want it. He says he has a toothache. Isn't that terrible? Said Albert's mother. Can you believe your grandson would say an impossible thing like that? Asked Albert's father. The trouble with all of you is that you never believe him, said Albert's grandmother. Albert's grandmother went into his bedroom. Well, she said, I hear you have a toothache. Yes'm, said Albert. Where do you have a toothache? Asked Albert's grandmother. On my left toe, said Albert. A gopher bit me when I stepped in his hole. Well, I have just the thing to fix a toothache, said Albert's grandmother. She took her handkerchief from her purse and wrapped it around Albert's toe. The toothache was in his toe. But it was an ache caused by a gopher's tooth, right? Albert smiled toothlessly and got out of bed. The end. All right. As I said, I'm going to tell you why we're reading about animals. This summer, as always, the Bartlesville Public Library is having our big summer reading program, and the theme this year is animals. It's called Tales and Tales. Tales like an animal has a tail, and tales like stories. So, for the reading part of it, we can't sign up until May 10th. But when it's time to sign up, we're using the Beanstack app again, like we did last year. If you've already participated in a Beanstack program with BPL, you don't have to create a new account. Just sign on, and on May 10th, the Tales and Tales registration will be available. Okay, so we've got reading categories for all ages. Pre-readers, if they're being read to each week, 1st through 5th grade, 6th through 12th grade, and adults. So you read every week, you attend special events and fun things, and you earn tickets to enter into our grand prize drawings. So there will be more information coming out about that soon, but this is just a little teaser about our summer reading program coming up starting June 7th. But you can start signing up May 10th. All the, if you have a child in school here, they should get one of these flyers from school, but we also have them at the library. After our next book, I'm going to just tell you about some of the fun events we're going to have. So you saw that has a big whale with a book. I'm going to read Baby Beluga. This is a very popular children's song, and I have to admit, I can't remember how the tune goes all the way through. I'm going to try to learn that soon, but so I'm going to read it instead. There's a musician named Raffi who sings it. Baby Beluga. She's a beluga whale. Baby beluga in the deep blue sea. Swim so wild and you swim so free. Heaven above and the sea below, and a little white whale on the go. Baby beluga. Baby beluga, is the water warm? Is your mama home with you so happy? Way down yonder where the dolphins play, where you dive and splash all day. Waves roll in and the waves roll out. See the water squirting out of your spout. Baby Beluga, oh baby Beluga, sing your little song, sing for all your friends. We like to hear you. Wow, I see a walrus and a polar bear, a narwhal. Wow. When it's dark, you're home and fed. Curl up snug in your water bed. Moon is shining and the stars are out. Good night, little whale. Good night. Baby Beluga, oh baby Beluga, with tomorrow's sun, another day's begun. You'll soon be waking. Baby Beluga in the deep blue sea, swim so wild and you swim so free. The end. All right, I'm just going to run down some of the events we have planned for our summer reading program. First, for children, just so you know, we will be continuing with our weekly story time, weekly virtual, every Wednesday at 10:30. But we've also planned some weekly special events. Now, we are going to hold all of these events at the Tower Center at Unity Square, which is right across the street from the library. And this is an outdoor place that we can spread out and social distance and all that good stuff. So all these events are being held outdoors. We're having a family kickoff concert featuring the Sugar-Free All-Stars. A local singer named Faith Veit is going to open for him with a couple songs, maybe even Baby Beluga, I hear. We're going to have some trick dogs, the fur-tastic canines. We're going to set up big bubble stations one afternoon out there. We're going to have a visit from the Sutton Avian Bird Center. We're going to have a mad scientist from Science of Central Oklahoma, magician Kevin Wade. The Bartlesville Police Canine Officer and police dogs are going to visit. And then there's going to be a big pool party at Frontier at the very end. For teenagers, if you know any teenagers, we're going to have a cooking class, a duct tape crafting class, a teen painting class, some more crafts, and then we're going to have a 4-session teen poetry club led by Morris McCorvey, a local poet. He's kind of a big deal, so we're very honored to have him lead this teen poetry club. And then remember I mentioned that pool party at the end of the children's events? That's also for teens too. That's for all ages. So it's going to be a fun summer. I can't wait. All right, our next animal story. I bet you've seen this before, by Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle. Brown bear, what do you see? There he is. Say it with me if you know this story. Brown bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? Do you know? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Black sheep, what do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, goldfish, what do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. Does that look like me, Miss Laura? Yeah. Teacher, teacher, what do you see? I see children looking at me. There you guys are. Children, children, what do you see? We see a brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, a goldfish, and a teacher looking at us. That's what we see. That's the end of Brown Bear, Brown Bear. All right. My friend Miss Melissa that works here with me at the library, she likes to challenge me. She's kind of ornery. She found an animal book for me to read, and she wants me to do it as a challenge because it's got really weird, hard words to say. Do you think I can do it? Let's see. This is by Adam Rex and Laura Park. It's called Unstoppable. What in the world is going on in that picture? I see a bird and a crab and a turtle and a bear. All right, the first of the story doesn't have any words, so let's see what's going on. It looks like the cat is sneaking up on the crab, right? And the crab scares the cat away with his clicky claws. Can you do that? Click, 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 click. And then the cat sees a bird. And pounces. Ah, says the bird. And then what? Oh, the bird flies away to the tree where the crab sees him. The crab says, "Oh, if only I might escape this life of muddy scuttling and fly to soar happy and carefree." "Oh man, are you joking? Do I look carefree? I almost got eaten by a cat," says the bird. I just wish I could fly, that's all. And I wish I could pinch that cat on the nose with big snapping claws. They had an idea. They're working together. I can fly. I have claws. We're a crab bird. No, we're a bird drab. Can you think of ways to mix the words crab and bird together? And they pinched that cat on the nose. Unstoppable. Whoa, boy, life is perfect now. Yeah, perfect. Except what? It's nothing. No, man, tell me. Well, I've always been a little envious of ducks. Who hasn't? They can fly and swim. "Hey, can we talk to you about something?" he said to the turtle. And the turtle joins in, so now they can fly and swim. Unstoppable. We're a bird rabbirtle, a crabbertle bird. Crab turd. We've done it, my friends. What would you call a bird, part crab, part turtle? Now nothing can stand in our, whoa, it's a bear. What was that guy's problem? Should we go back and pinch him? I think perhaps we ought not to. Hey! A cat is one thing, but a bear? We should just fly away. Nope, no way. I'm going in. Hey, man. My name is Steve. Hey, Steve. I don't know what you're so angry about, but I think maybe it's because you wish you could be a part of this incredible thing we've got going on. I think maybe you're lonely. I think maybe you could use some friends. And there he is, unstoppable. We're a bird bear, a crabber bear bird, a bear burr crab. I'm Steve. What are those yellow things? You haven't heard? They're digging up the lakefront and building a shopping mall. But it's our home. My friends, we are lost. I know of no animal that can stop this. I have an idea. The president. What? They got the president of the United States. I understand the problem and I do want to help, but I cannot. What? But you're the Queen of America. No, I am the president. You need a new law to protect your home, and the president doesn't make the law. That's the job of Congress. Who's Congress? Oh my goodness. They got all the Congress people unstoppable. Didn't know you were getting a civics lesson. Stop, they all said. Congress is called to order. All in favor of making this lakefront a protected park for all the animals forever? They vote aye for yes and nay for no. There were hundreds of ayes. Aye, 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 and only 3 nays. The ayes have it. Hooray! And people say if the night is clear and your heart is true, you can still see the Congressa Birdra Bear. I did it. Flying over this great land, passing laws and pinching the noses that need to be pinched. Our national bird is an eagle because it's easier to draw. Good night, children. That's the end of Unstoppable. All right, guys. So remember, we have flyers ready with information about our summer reading program. There will soon be more detailed information on our website and our social media. You can also, actually, on our website, you can go to the summer reading program tab and get information about how to participate and be eligible for prizes for reading and completing activities and attending events. It's all going to be great, great fun this summer of Tales and Tales. I will see you next Wednesday at 10:30. Thanks.